I have just finished reading this, and I do not want to do a review on this because it scares me so bad. I don't even want to think about it. Chicken! What a chicken. I'm Johnny. I'm the better looking cousin of Harry. He doesn't do scary books because he's a scaredy cat, scaredy cat, scaredy cat, scaredy cat, scaredy cat. I, on the other hand, I love scary books. So, welcome to Johnny's Book Cafe. Do you like my eyes? My eyes are pretty cool. They're very attractive. Anyway, let's talk about the book that scared my cousin so bad. Stolen Tongues. Right. I got this book on Kindle Limited, and I just finished reading it together with that chicken, and he scared pretty bad. I mean, in all fairness, this book is pretty scary. I've read so many ghost stories, so many horrors, not many extreme horror, that's something that I'm looking forward to, but quite a lot of horrors, and I can say that I'm pretty experienced in this sort of genre. However, I do have to say, this one is one of, if not the most terrifying books I have ever read. So, plotline. A couple, pretty young, they went to a cabin buried deep in the Colorado Rockies. The cabin is completely isolated, and in the first sort of evening they start hearing weird noises. Kids crying, male adult shouting stuff. And that has been going on for a couple of days, and it scared the couple pretty bad. But what's more terrifying is every time the man goes out to try to find out what's going on, who's making all these noises, there's no one there. There's absolutely no one there. Only the voice is there and is calling. And when they went to bed and they look out in their bedroom window, and guess what they see? Dark shadow standing outside, staring at them, watching them sleep. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool, right? So they keep hearing this voice, weird noises, like just different people speaking, but every time they go out, nothing there. And do you know what? It gets even more terrifying is when the female character falls asleep. This is about 2 or 3 days into the book. She starts answering them in her sleep. Whatever they're saying outside, she's answering them. That's pretty awesome. That's my cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? I love that. So yeah, it's honestly, it is one of the scariest books I've ever had the pleasure to read. It gets really creepy. It really does. Even talking about it, I got my goosebump all over my arm. I strongly recommend this book. However, only to people who really love scary books. I mean, it is bloody scary. It really is. Don't read it at night by yourself, because that's what I did, or that's what my chicken of a cousin did, and I scared him pretty bad. It does slow down somewhat in the middle part of the book. You're sort of getting used to the plot line. You're getting used to the pattern of how the writer is trying to scare you, so you don't terrified anymore. You still get that little creepy sense of pleasure, but certainly not terrified. But that comes back towards the end of the book. There are sections of that book that is just bloody terrifying. It really is. When they went back home, when their sister came to visit, you gotta read that last part. When their sister, or her sister came to visit them in their own house in California. There's a part is just epically scary. So this writer, I've never heard of him before, is an indie horror writer. I saw this book on one of the YouTube recommendations. I was searching the scariest book, and this comes up time and time and again to be one of the scariest books. And it's right. I think he's really, really terrifying. There are parts of it, especially in the beginning, when you're not used to the plot line, when you're not used to the pattern of the things. It really is really, really terrifying. Highly recommend it. If you don't have a heart condition, if you're healthy and you like horror, give it a try for sure. Why not? Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the first Johnny's Book Cafe. Forget about that guy. He doesn't read horror. He reads horror, right? Last time he did The Ruin by Scott Smith, horror. That was okay. That was not even scary. That is disgusting. It's disturbing, but it's not horror. Okay? He doesn't do horror. He's a scaredy cat. So if you want really hardcore horror stuff, you want really disturbing, you want really disgusting, you want really scary, Halloween, that sort of stuff, I'm your guy. Forget about Harry. Come to Johnny's Book Cafe. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I don't know when, because that guy takes all the airtime. Until next time, ciao.